This story is called Undivided Attention. 10 years ago, I worked part-time as a math tutor at a local learning center, and one day an 11th grader was assigned to me to tutor him on getting organized. His mom told my director that his lack of organization was hurting his grades because he was often missing assignments and deadlines. He showed up that afternoon and pulled out all his books, folders, notes, assignments, and other wrinkled loose paper that he had no idea what it was for. Some of the papers were inside books, so he had to flip through them to take it all out. He was just all over the place. So I had him set a pile for each subject and told him to go through each piece of paper. As soon as he looked at each piece of paper, he immediately recognized which class it was from and set it in the appropriate pile. Okay, good. So continue working on that and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, I think I got this. By the end of the hour, he not only organized his assignments and notes by subject, he managed to organize within each subject by the date. He felt so much better at the end and thanked me for my help. The next day, I get a message from my director saying that he wants to talk to me about that session when I come to the center. We sat down in his office and he told me that the mom called him upset because when she asked her son how the session went yesterday, he mentioned that I was using my phone while he was organizing. She told my director that she paid for undivided attention for that hour and my director was prepared to write me up. I broke the new no phone policy he implemented 2 weeks prior. Just before he documented it, I told him I had something to share as well, that I quit. I told him I gave it some thought after he messaged me earlier and realized it would be best for me to quit for 2 reasons. First, an urgent matter popped up on my full-time job that was my responsibility to resolve. I was unwilling to face trouble on my full-time job because I was expected to keep my eyes on this lady's son as he organizes himself. Second, I had just gotten enough clients independently to feel comfortable freelancing, which I still do today. He was surprised and said, "Oh, well, I guess there's no point in me writing you up then." There are 2 takeaways from this. First, the mom overlooked the result because she was so dissatisfied with the way it was done. Is she paying for my attention to a matter? Yes, but she's ultimately paying for her son to get organized. You would think she would appreciate someone teaching him how to do that himself. Now, hopefully he won't have to come back. Second, I wasn't surprised that my director agreed with the mom. He had to deal with his complaint, lose her as a client, and discipline me. This is where reason number 3 for me quitting comes in. The reason the new no phone policy was in place because his marketing efforts over the past few years had paid off, and we saw more parents from the most affluent schools coming to us, this mom being among them. The Learning Center was starting to feel more corporate with the new no phone policy, new dress code, new noise policy, and cubicles being installed. Although he has the right to run his business his way, the appeal seemed to center these parents more than the kids, the ones actually spending time at the center. It no longer aligned with the reason the center attracted me in the first place. I don't want tutoring to feel so much like a 9 to 5. I share this to remind you to pay attention to changes in the atmosphere. They may be telling you your season here is up.